Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster. Todas se me arriman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Pa' su postre, dentro de la aldea. Women se me pegan, huelen mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te...
Just about to get underway, and today's starter, Carlos Rodon. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
And another ball. The Mets off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going. Ripped on the ground to second. LeMahieu gets it to first. Lindor retired. Here's a Mets lineup now. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boog. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, batting over 300 so far this month.
That is upstairs for ball one.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they've played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
Fought off foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Into center. Grisham sprinting for this one. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. He circles the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Brandon Nimmo. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that skips in the dirt.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that will end the inning. A Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Tyler McGill.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Bounce to the right, Alonso. He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
1 out, base is empty, and strike 2.
2-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Yeah, we in goal mode. Going. Yeah, we in goal mode. Going. Yeah, we in goal mode.
2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
He's out.
1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. They're down 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, top of the second. Here's Starling Marte.
The second baseman, Starling.
Rodon back to work. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, no strike.
Nice grab. Over to first. Got him. Nice play. That was an impressive diving stop. Singy, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast assemble.
Yeah, bro, it was a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
Luis Torrens in the box now. No balls and a strike. That catches the corner. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. Little slider action.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Esquera down to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
2 down, base is empty. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball there. Liner to second, and picked on the hop. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, at the plate, Cody Bellinger. That one fouled off. Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. Tap foul at the plate. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. Got him looking. And now 1 away. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
And that one fouled off. Pitch misses there, and 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Oh, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Acuna sizing this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. back in New York. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Luis Angel Acuna. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And a good start to the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Jose Azocar. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Ground ball, could be two. Fires over to first. And one away in the top of the third. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor now at the plate. Grounded out his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. Line drive. Bellinger makes the grab. And that is that. Mets lead one, but they're on top 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu. That's in there. It's 0-1. LeMahieu measures 6 feet 4 inches, 36 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
J.C. Esquera digs in now. There's the strike. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strike.
Next offering is downstairs. On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And that one hammered back there. And brings it in at the wall. Back now with the Subway Series. New inning getting started, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And a fastball misses outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. And a foul ball. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. The 1-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Right through there for a strike. Liner snapped at first.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Nimmo batting for the second time, And that's strike one. When you look at the Yankees and think about all those retired numbers, in fact, no more single digits are available with the exception of 0. Chris, what stands out to you?
Well, for me, it kind of explains why I wore number 80 in spring training with the Yankees. Other than the fact I wasn't going to make the team, you look at it, it is pretty difficult, if you would say, as a guy that gets drafted or signs with that team, to think of, man, how am I going to get comfortable with the new number? Because there's not many options left.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
The batter, number 6.
Starling Marte up to hit. Step off throw to first. Nimmo dives back in safely. So many great players have played for the Yankees, the likes of Gehrig and Ruth and DiMaggio and Mantle, and then the other retired numbers that really represent the most recent path of success, led of course by number 2 Derek Jeter.
Yeah, and obviously the one that stands out the most is that number 2. So many people familiar with the iconic shortstop Derek Jeter and the championships that the Yankees won while he was team captain. Just impressive, but no question.
They get the force, and that is that. Mets strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. Back in the Bronx, now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. McGill winds and deals. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's off the inside corner. Going to count 1 and 2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second with nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
One ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
And a count 1 and 2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Gets the call. 0-1. Grisham takes his lead at third with one away. Ripped, but it curls foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That one just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason, and that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
0-2.
tying run in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That misses, and that's ball one. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. One left for the Yankees, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now with the Subway Series. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That one felt good. His second of the year. It's 2-0. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. That clips a corner. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's one down. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and they have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it. Azokar in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And there's a foul ball.
Yeah, you have to connect the past with the present, and they did a really nice job of the Monument Park out there where you can go and walk through and see the legends. This is New York, and it is the greatest city, I would say, in the country, if not the world. So you expect them to build a ballpark that's going to be incredibly rich in that tradition.
What about as a left-handed hitter and how short that porch is in right field? Were you ever tempted to just try and think in terms of leaning on something as a left-handed hitter and just trying to yank it over the right field wall?
I don't think I needed to be tempted to do that. I think that's all I was, trying to do because I didn't have a whole lot of power.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. Out towards left center. Dominguez. He's got it, and that'll do it. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot, and it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. McGill back to work. Hit in the air, center field. And there's one away. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Reaching down, makes the catch. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Swing and a miss.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Acuna right there to make the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back now in the Bronx. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Mark Vientos. On the ground to first. He takes it on his own. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game.
Alonso.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. And a pitch. That misses the zone, and that's ball two.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. Hard hit to third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the sixth. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back now with the Subway Series. Bottom of the sixth inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. J.C. Esquera. Swinging a foul out of play. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Bebas in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Fouled off. He was late.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Alonso takes it to the bag, and that quickly 2 away. So the lineup flips over, and now the center fielder, Trent Grisham, swings through that one. 0-1. Grisham measures 5 feet 10 inches, 28 years old, a former first-round pick. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Fernando Cruz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Starling Marte getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that.
0-1.
In the air, right side, Bellinger. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Luis Torrens will hit next. This to center field. Bellinger in a full sprint. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. 2 away down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Taylor at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Movement in the Yankees pen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Yarbrough also getting ready. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. bottom of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Ben Rice. Smoked on the ground to second. Toss to Alonso, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The Mets up by 2 here, the bottom of the 7th. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Bellinger up to hit. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Clay Holmes.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
The tying run at the plate comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
The Yankees looking to rally. In the air, left side. Nimmo ranging after it. He's got it. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Judge, the runner at first with 2 gone. Slap the other way, foul. And now 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the inning. The Yanks lead 1. They trail it here 2-0. Ready to begin the 8th. Now at the plate, Luis Angel Acuna. Cruz back to work. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Just missed.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Check on the runner, and he's back in on a dive. Man at first, 1 away. And a rope into center field, base hit. The throw in, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Two on, 1 out. Now the number 2 hitter, Mark Vientos. 0 for 3 in this one. That one not close. Ball 1.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
2 on, 1 out. Swings through that one. Cruz, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And there's a ball. That one missed.
2 strikes.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. A gigantic blast. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 5-zip. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Fernando Cruz won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher now, Ryan Yarbrough.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now it's going to be Pete Alonso. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Fouled off left side. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And that takes care of Alonso. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. And that is out of play. Next offering is down low. Activity in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. On the ground, out to short. To first. And a quick out, number 1.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And a strike there to LeMahieu. The Mets leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch is downstairs.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that's outside. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now the catcher up to hit, J.C. Esquera. On the corner for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. 2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. He goes down looking. So the Yanks go in order. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the second baseman, Starling Marte. Ground ball left side. Slings to first. Marte retired.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. Yarborough, a 6'5" lefty, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. Grounds one to short. Volpe throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Tyrone Taylor. He's already homered here in this one. Out there to center, and that'll get down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The center fielder.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna, 1 for 3. And that drops in for a strike. Taylor off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. Coming home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Back for more from the Bronx. Here's the third baseman, Jorbit Bibas. Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
In the air, center field. Acuna puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Now here's Trent Grisham.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Hard hit, right side. Toss to Alonso. That takes care of Grisham. So they're down to their final out. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. They're in the last half of inning number 9. That one misses in the dirt. Hit to right, and that should do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, really great job out of the bullpen to wrap this game up. 8-out save. It's not something you see very often, but he was willing to go the distance for his team, and they got the win. Excellent job. Very special in this ball game.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Lovers intertwined with no place to go. When someone kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come escape with me, just a rebel, looking for a place to be. So let's kick, and push, yeah, and coast. Yeah, swanky, yeah. Before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more. Office building.